The theme of this 104th season of the Sheboygan Symphony Orchestra is a new beginning, fitting for a more than century-old ensemble hoping to rekindle people's love of live performances after the pandemic. As Victor Jacobo discovered, the SSO is also welcoming a new music director with Latin American roots who aims to start off on a high note.
To watch Ernesto Estigarribia lead an orchestra, his movements and intensity appear to show a man caught in the rapture of the emotions and moment of the music he is conducting.
I don't hear crescendo, sorry to be so insistent. Not sorry, but crescendo, pati, pato.
But what's actually going through his mind is a carefully calculated concentration of every sound coming from the musicians of the orchestra.
A performance is an emotion-packed event, and one of my responsibilities is to really keep it cool. I gotta make sure my tempos are correct, you know? When you get, when you have anticipation feelings, sometimes your tempos can get just a smidge quicker. Well, that creates a lot of problems for musicians. Long!
Ernesto Estigarribia was named musical director of the Sheboygan Symphony Orchestra earlier this year.
Good reading.
At just 31 years old, he is the youngest musical director of the SSO's 104-year history.
1, 2,
He is also just the second Latino in that position in Wisconsin's longest continually running orchestra.
I am originally from Asunción, Paraguay. My parents were not musicians. In fact, we have no musicians in our family, but they believed in the power of a well-rounded education, and music certainly was a part of that.
At just 15, Estigarribia earned a spot on the National Symphony of Paraguay as a viola player. From a young age, mentors guided Ernesto to fully immerse himself in music so as to not waste his gift.
Having talent is great, but having talent implies you have a great responsibility. You have to develop your talent and you have to realize your full potential. So I never had a partial commitment to music. It was always full, and it was always clear to me that that would be my career.
Estigarribia made his way to the U.S. to study music, earning degrees at Pittsburgh State in Kansas and the University of Minnesota. The Paraguayan then began establishing his career conducting orchestras.
Listen. Conducting involves my two favorite things, and that is music, but people. I'm a people person. I love being around people, and I love bringing people together.
Now, he's ready to continue the legacy of the Sheboygan Symphony Orchestra.
Being here in Sheboygan, a community that really has a strong support for the arts. I mean, people are really devoted for the arts here. It's quite remarkable. It's a great honor. It's a great responsibility because we owe it to the legacy of many who came before us. And it is incumbent upon us as an organization and myself as a leader to really pave the way for the next 100 years of history.
Part of that path forward is growing the orchestra's audience, something personally important to Ernesto as a Latino in a world that is often dominated by white Europeans.
One of my missions is to reach communities that historically have not been part of a symphony family. I believe that classical music is for everyone.
And music, he believes, is the best uniter of people, from the elegance of the strings to the bellowing of the horns.
Classical music, although is of European origins, I think it embodies the human spirit. It encapsulates the human spirit, and regardless of what your background is, whether you are Latino, Asian, African American, I think you can empathize with the inner humanity of music.
And while technology has come a long way, Estigarribia encourages people to make their way to places like the Stephanie H. Weil Center in Sheboygan to come closer with their community and experience music the way it was meant to be heard.
There is no substitution for seeing musicians making music on the spot, being surrounded by a community that is listening to the same music, taking the same journey as you are, and just feeling the vibrations that you feel in a concert hall. There is no substitution for that.